Hello there, welcome to my channel. In this video, we're going over the NMEA All-State Mariachi Violin Scales and Etudes. Now there are chapters in the video. We're gonna start with the G major scale, then D minor, Etude 1 and Etude 2, as well as some playthroughs at a moderate tempo. So look at all the chapters and skip along to wherever you need to. So G major scale, let's start with the first octave. We should already know that. Okay, then moving on, now we're gonna shift right there on the note D. That's third position. We can always check the intonation by playing with our open string and listen if it's out of tune. Figure out if you're sharp or flat and get that third position nice and solid. Then third finger, good F sharp, G. Right here, A, B, C to fifth position. Now this is the shift that some of us aren't going to be too familiar with, and let's break down real quick how to practice that. We already know that we can check third position intonation by playing with the open string, and now we want to hear A, B, C. 1, 2, 3. Now that we hear this note in our head, we'll replace that with number 1, finger number 1. Now let's continue with the scale. D, E, F sharp, and G. It's important that you keep these other fingers down also, so we stay in that position, and going down the scale, we're gonna have those notes ready to go. Going down, F sharp. Remember, it's a half step, G to F sharp, not a lot of distance. E, C, now all the way down to first position. When we do that big jump, E, D, C, right here to B, it's important that the first finger goes down to F sharp. So the first finger is going to be the anchor note of our position, versus if we just do land with the fourth finger, might be in tune, but the likelihood is less likely. So if we go for that first position, our fourth finger will almost 99% of the time be in tune. Then we finish off the scale. Next, the arpeggio. Now the hardest shift on that arpeggio is right here, in my opinion, this D to G. And just like we practiced getting into that fifth position with the C, let's do that with 1 and 4. We'll play D, G with 1 and 4 so we can hear that note. And then we're gonna shift for that note. It's okay if we hear a little bit of slide for the sake of practicing that shift. Our hand and fingers have to learn how far that distance is. So we're gonna hear a little bit of a slide. And then over time, we'll eliminate that slide, right? Lighten up the pressure with your finger pressing down on the string. And we'll get that clean shift. Always make sure your first finger stays down again so we can stay in that position. Next we have D melodic minor. Let's go nice and slow. Okay, so those are the notes and those are the positions I would do. I would go all the way to the E string and shift here on this A, then shift back down, next arpeggio, pretty straightforward. Let me know if you have any questions on the scales. Alright, we're on etude number 1. This one is going to be a son style. So really digging into the string with the bow, using a lot of bow, forte, really powerful and energetic sound. Let's look through some of the notes first. Okay, so definitely we're going to leave the first finger down, and if you can, the second finger, especially right there, so that you don't have to be lifting it up and down. If you can, that will help. If not, just keep it close to the string, not way too up high in the sky. Alright, so the notes, we got the notes. Now let's look over the slurs. We're going to want a little lift right there after that. It's just part of the style, I feel. Make sure you're using a lot of bow. Next part, measure 9. So same as we talked about in the beginning, try to leave that first finger down, and when you can, the second finger. That way, all of your fingers are not doing too much work. You have to work smarter, not harder. Again, let's start at measure 9, and we're gonna stop at one part I think that's gonna mess you up. Right there, G to D. Now, how we make that string crossing, our third finger is just gonna move right across the string. Okay, so we don't have to lift it up and then put it all the way back down on the next string. Just skip over to that next string. And then I want you to actively think about the string crossing in your bow. Right, the level has to change from the D string to the A string. So practice that a few times and consciously think about those two things. Here we go, nice and slow, measure 9. 1, 2, 3. Last note, make sure you get that F nice and low, a good F natural. etude number 2. We're going to shift gears just a little bit. This is Huasteco, so it's still going to be energetic, it's still going to be powerful, and lots of bow. So let's look at the notes first. Now remember, we're in the key of F here, so we have a good B flat, okay? Stay in third position there. That's the part that's going to trick you up a little bit. Just keep that first finger down. That's our anchor note in that position. And that measure right there, measure 21. We have B flat, G, E. Just like we practiced on the other etude, I want you to actively think about the string crossing. Right there from the E string, now to the A string. So the pinky has to be already ready for that note. Yeah, we have to have the agility on our pinky, and then the bow change has to be nice and crisp. Moving on, I go down to first position. And right there, I'll do a little glissando up to third position. Again. Then the 16th notes. I'm going to give you 2 options for fingerings. You can do that, what I just did, stay in third position. C, A, F, A. And then when it changes, C, G, E, G. 3, 4, 2, 4. Or you can do second position. Right, so imagine your first finger being on the note G. Then in that position, G, A, B, C, we have that finger pattern. So it would be C, A, F, A. 4, 2, 4, 2. And then when it changes, 4, 1, open 1. C, G, E, G. So whatever is going to be more comfortable and more in tune. Definitely intonation is more important than speed. So get it in tune, either third position or second position, and then we'll work on speed. And then last tip for the 16th notes, put a little emphasis on the first of every group. And in your head, I want you to be thinking 1, 2, 3, 1. Each downbeat. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And that's going to help you keep track of every measure, and you're going to know exactly where to change. And that's it. Now it's all up to you to practice. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.